So we find out Tyson Fury was injured before the Deontay Wilder fight. We knew he had issues with his little baby girl, I believe. So I was watching an interview with John Fury. He was talking about how he told Tyson Fury not to take the fight, and Fury was like, "Nah, I got too many people depending on me." He said he would run 3 miles and it felt like his lungs were going to explode. So he had all kind of problems with his elbow. I forget the diagnosis, but he had problems with his elbow. So that's why he just went in there and did the rough fight. I think his dad said if he had jabbed, he would have like really messed himself up. So that's why he just kind of made it a dog fight. And people were wondering, how come he's not doing his usual feints and fighting like that? He had to make it a rough fight. He wasn't, according to his dad, he wasn't, at all himself for that fight. In fact, I would say he was probably like 70% of himself. So if he's beating fighters at 70%, imagine if he was 100. So if you haven't seen it, go check out John Fury. I forget the platform he was on, but he's on YouTube where he's talking about Tyson Fury, all the things that were going on before his third fight with Wilder. And, Fury would rather, kind of go out like Wilder said he wanted to than to get knocked out. So, Fury, we're witnessing greatness right now, and I don't know if everybody knows it, but years later they will. We're witnessing a great fighter. In fact, Emmanuel Stewart said once fighters get over 6'5", they're usually awkward and, kind of goofy and don't know what they're doing. Tyson Fury is totally against that. He's 6'9", and, he's got skill. He's got great footwork. He knows how to do all this, got the feints going. So Tyson Fury, we've never seen a fighter this height and this weight with such skill, and we're seeing that he's turned into a puncher now with Sugar Hill. So he's got the boxing to match the punching. So look out for Tyson Fury. I just really like the Furies. I like all of them. John Fury, Peter Fury, Tommy Fury. And by the way, Tommy Fury's going to completely blast Jake Paul. And they're talking about they're going to change Tommy Fury's name to Tommy Fumbles if he loses. But John Fury's like, if Tommy Fury loses to Jake Paul, he needs to retire. We're not having that. The Fury family name has to stand for something. We're not losing to no YouTuber. So I just like hearing their interviews. They're just all interesting people, all of them. They're a fighting family. You got to respect them. Don't know who Tyson Fury, I guess he's fighting Dillian next. I was watching a channel on YouTube where somebody was comparing Dillian Whyte to Ika Ibeabuchi. They said not his physique, but his aggressive, and I don't see any resemblance between the two. They were two different fighters because for one, Ike takes a good punch, Dillian doesn't. And someone was also talking about that they were comparing Ika Ibeabuchi to Anthony Joshua. You can see that in the physique, and some guy was talking about similar in heights. I was like, no, Joshua was 6'6", Ika Ibeabuchi was 6'2". So 6'2", that's a 4-inch difference, but there's a lot of opinions out there in the boxing community, a lot of them inaccurate. But thanks for watching. This is N.W.J. Make sure to subscribe to my main channel, The J. Roos Theory. Thank you for watching. What do you think of Tyson Fury beating fighters at 70%? I don't even think he was 100% when he fought Otto Wallin, and that was a tough fight. So let me know what you think of the heavyweight division, and let's make sure this page takes off like a car with the brakes off.